And it's time for the second matchup in the second round of the Big Lager Championship. Let's have a look at the table. So here is the table, and as you can see, in the first matchup of the second round, the Carlsberg Export surprisingly got past the Saint Etienne into the quarterfinals. But what will it be up against? Well, it will be up against one of these two beers, and it'll either be up against the Madri, which I think got through against the Galera, or the 1897, which got through against something else. Well, what can I say about these two beers that I haven't said already? Madri, wasn't that impressed with it the first time I had it recently, but the last time I had it, I was more impressed with it. This is just a small bottle of 330ml bottle. We've got a 440ml can of 1897, which I thought was quite nice. I think last time I had it, 4.6% ABV on the 1897. And I think this one might be 4.6 as well, actually, looking at it. So I always had to find the ABVs on these sometimes. So it's hidden amongst the text. Nope, it's not on there. It's not on there anyway. That's weird, isn't it? Must be on there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's 4.6%. Oh, there it is right at the top. 4.6% ABV. So, what can I say? Nothing. Apart from, let's get these two beers cracked out and into glasses. Okay, beers poured. So let's have a little look at these two. Before we do, let's tell you which one is which. So this is which one's which. Okay, that was which one was which. Now, head's gone quite well from that. Well, quite a lot from that one. It did have a bit more of a head before this one. It's got a kind of fluffier head, really, but it's I don't know, dissipating probably at the same rate. Let's have a little look at them. So looking at them, more bubbles coming up this one than this one. I still don't really know what that means. Probably means more carbonation in the beer, but hey ho. There's both the same colour, looking at that. They're both exactly the same colour. They're kind of like a pale straw colour with possibly a tiny bit of amber in there. Yeah, I mean, what else can we say about these beers? Yeah, they look both the same, really. Pale straw colour. This one's looking, I say the head's looking a little bit creamier and it's gone down a little bit quicker. This one is fluffier and took a little bit longer to go down. Let's swill them and give them a bit more. See if we can get their old heads back a bit. So what we're getting there. Okay, yeah, we're getting a bit of a head on both of those now. Right, okay, let's get a nose on this one. Here we go. So that one's smelling malty. Get a bit of lemon in there, teeny bit of syrup. Smells quite nice, that. A bit fragrant, a little bit floral. But I'm getting notes of grass, lemon, and malt, and it smells like it would be very, very refreshing. Let's get a nose of this one now. Here we go. Oh, now that one, still got quite a malty nose, but it's a lot sweeter. Sweeter, it smells a little bit more kind of synthetic in the smell. It smells really sweet, actually, almost like lemon sherbet in there. A bit syrupy, smells a bit sickly. I mean, it all depends on what it tastes like, but that smells really, really sweet. A little bit malty. Sherbet, lemon, a little bit of confectionery in there. Yeah, I was preferring the smell, definitely preferring the smell of that one. Let's go back to the smell of this one, see what that smells like. Yeah, that smells more, just savoury malt, can I say that? Anyway, let's swill out, let's start tasting. Right, let's have a look. So, here we're going to go. I'm going to dive into this one first. Cheers. So, a bit of malt in the taste. Quite crisp. Got a nice little biscuity aftertaste. Decent amount of flavour. I think I know which one. Well, say which one this is. I'm not allowed to do that, am I? I don't know which one this is. Thing is, though, I'm getting them wrong anyway at the moment. I've been getting them wrong recently, so who knows. That's just like a tasty, fairly malty, nice bit of dryness there. Not too sweet. Nice little aftertaste. It's pretty good. Pretty good, that. Okay, let's try this one now. Cheers. So yeah, that is sweeter on the palate. Hang on. Yeah, it is sweeter on the palate. Not getting much of an aftertaste. But I'm getting that kind of bit of sugariness on the aftertaste there. This one, bizarrely enough, it's had less bubbles rising to the top, but it tastes a lot more carbonated. This has got a much more smooth mouthfeel. Hang on. I'm not going backwards and forwards yet, am I? Let's try this one again. Although this one's quite carbonated, but it does have a smoother mouthfeel. One thing to go in for this one, it does actually leap out at you the flavours more. Yeah, there's definitely more flavour to this one. It is sweeter. I wouldn't say it's sickly sweet. Almost like a bit of an appliness on the flavour and the aftertaste. Still getting that sweetness in there, almost like toffee apples. Very bubbly. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go on to this one now. I mean, the tastes on this feel a bit dull in comparison to this one. This one a bit more vibrant. They kind of jump out at you more. Although that one does taste a bit cheaper, I think. Interesting. Very interesting, this. Possibly something a little bit chemically in the taste here as well. Let's try this one again. It's a hard one, this, because neither of these are amazing. I was liking this one the first time I tried it. Now it's getting a little bit boring. It's a bit lacking in flavour compared to this one. This one, the flavour pops out a bit more at you. But is it a beer where I want the flavour popping out at me? I'm not sure if I'm 100% okay with the flavour that's coming from this one. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with my first instincts. I prefer this one. This one's got a nicer aftertaste. It's possibly a little bit less flavour. The flavour's a little bit less up front, but it's still got a bit of flavour. It's got a nice bit of maltiness. It's got a nice balance to it. It's not bad. This one is not bad either, but yeah, it's a bit less bad. It's a bit more bad than this one, essentially. It's there's that kind of confectionery kind of sugar taste, sort of like sweets, is just there in the flavour. I don't really like that in a beer. Certainly not in a lager. It's going to make it quite sickly after a couple. This one, I wouldn't want to drink it all night, but It is better, and it's going through. So this one's the one that's going to go through. This one's not. I'm guessing this was the Madri, and this one's the 1897 or whatever, but I'm going to find out, and I'm going to come right back. Okay, yes, so I was right. This is the 1897, and this was the Madri. Yeah, I mean, when I first tasted this, I thought it was the Madri. It's not bad, really, at all. It's got a nice bit of maltiness. It's got some flavour to it. It's a far cry from a lot of the sort of really pedestrian beers you get. I would probably get that at a pub if it was, up against the likes of Carlin and things like that, obviously. And maybe even against things like Stella and stuff like that. It's not a bad beer. This one, it's not, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do with it, really. Whether it's going for that kind of Bière Deluxe kind of vibe, like the Asda Bière Deluxe, or what, but yeah, I think it is. I think it's kind of going for that kind of French taste. And, I said it makes it better. It's better at being Kronenbourg than Kronenbourg is, but it's not. I don't know. It's not. I prefer this. It's weird. They are quite close. It's not a bad beer. It's actually quite nice. And again, it's one of these. If you didn't savour it, if you just drank it, it's really pleasant. It's a nice beer. It's got a lot of flavour to it. But just savouring it, it's got the kind of sweet sugariness that I'm just not a big fan of. And I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like a lager to be too sweet. I say that's one of the sweetest lagers I've drank in a while. But the Madri is not as sweet. The Madri is drier. It's malty-ish. I think I've said this before, but it does seem to be doing quite a good job at the style of lager it's trying to be. It could be a bit more malty if it wants to try and be a proper Spanish lager, but yeah, it's. I'm enjoying it. Gotta say, I'm enjoying it. After saying that Madri was dreadful when I tasted it up against those really good beers, which against really good beers it might be, but to be honest, when it's up against things like this, it's actually one of the better ones, I think, and I think it might go far. But so far, it has gone to the quarterfinals, and that is where it's going to be next. And it's going to be up against the other one that got through. The Carlsberg Export. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Madri against Carlsberg Export. Well, there we go. If any matchup typifies this championship, it's that one, really. Carlsberg Export versus Carlsberg Export versus Madri. That really pretty much sums up this championship. That's what it is. So there we go. Interesting. Madri through to the quarterfinals. Nothing else to say. Till next time, have a good one.